Sounds good.
Hello everybody, I am David 1000 here. Welcome back to my channel. It's now time for a interview video here. Today I am interviewing Chris Kennedy.
How are you, everybody? Thank you, David.
You're welcome. So tell us about yourself.
Well, I am the owner and chairman of Retro Media Vision all over the internet, like on my website, YouTube, Twitch, and all that stuff, Facebook.
Mm,
And Retro Media Vision, I how I created that was it's a play off of the old. You're familiar with Metro Media,
mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm,
Metro Media was was like a defunct. I believe it's a defunct television syndication arm, which owned like a number of independent stations, including WNEW TV Channel 5 New York, which is also known as WNYW for whatever reason.
mm-hmm,
And, and Fox owns it for the past 10 years, and I don't like what they're doing with it, but
mm-hmm.
yeah, they used to air like cartoons and sitcoms and game shows and whatever, news shows. So I'm trying to do something where I do retro, like my own kind of spin on those retro shows.
Mm. So when um so tell us about your schedule for Retro Media Vision.
Well, so far I've been doing it on Twitch every day and on YouTube, I mean Facebook. I've been testing the idea so far, doing it on a regular base after a little bit of a hiatus.
Mm-hmm,
So hopefully I can do it every other day or each and every day or every other day
mm-hmm.
to see. It's in a bit of a test right now, but hopefully I can get some programming along with some podcasts.
Cool.
It's like we do one podcast for like between like half an hour and 90 minutes a day.
Mm-hmm,
Or sometimes we do like three a week or something.
mm-hmm. So I as I know one time you interviewed um was I forgot the person. Back in Rick Martindale.
Yes, Wink Martindale, my idol, my father figure, my dad role model. Yeah, I gotta smile like him. Wink, Wink. As far as Wink is concerned, I waited about 10 to 15 years or 10 to 12 years to get that show with him, and I'm
Wow.
glad I got a show with him finally. He's a busy man, and I like what he does, and I appreciate what he does.
Yeah, a lot. Oh, hold on. Just took a screenshot for something. Um, so yeah, a lot of celebrities are busy, and how did you get in contact with them?
Yes, I got in contact with him finally. I just wrote a message to him on his Facebook page.
Hmm.
He's on it all the time with John Ricci, who's his publicist.
Hmm.
John put me in touch with him finally, and the rest is history. So, with
Yep.
John's help, I got a podcast with him. John Ricci is a game show producer, too.
How did you know him?
How did I know Wink or John?
John.
John. I talked to him before a couple of times. He seems like a nice man, and He happened to be on reading Wink's messages, helping Wink with his messages and bookings and whatever. So I just, at the time I wrote him at the right time, he got back to me, and I happened to be at the right place at the right time. So
I might try to do an interview with Wink someday, but the problems was that during your interview that Wink keeps saying, I don't know what you guys are saying because he had audio issues, and also he was
audio
confused.
issues.
Hmm?
There was audio issues in my podcast, definitely, because of the connection at the time that we had.
Yeah.
He called in through Google Voice, was it, right? And the
No,
microphones were out of whack that day.
I thought you were using Skype.
No, I was not using Skype. I was using Google Voice.
Never heard of it.
I moved to Skype now because I like Skype better than Google Hangouts. But for phone calls, I use Google Voice because it's free.
Yeah. Google Hangouts got closed out back in August.
Yeah,
Well, a lot of people from the DGSN, including you, they moved to Discord. Some
I'm on
people,
Discord too, but I like Skype better.
because
Better
it's more
connection.
easier.
Better connection. I'd rather use something else than Skype, but Skype seems like the best thing for now.
hmm And so, what kind of equipment do you use to make up shows?
Going back to the audio issues with Wink, I'm trying to I think I debugged the problem, and if when we do the next show with Wink, we shouldn't have that anymore.
Mm,
So what equipment do I use for shows? Is I use a basic microphone like this.
Hold on, I can't. Well, let me refresh the call. I don't really see you. Hold
Okay,
on.
no problem.
Hold on, guys. There we go. Now I can see
I'm
you.
back.
Oh,
I'm back. So as far as the equipment is concerned, I use a basic microphone like this.
hmm. Like a game show microphone.
Yes, or I use any other microphone I have in my package, in my arsenal. So right now the microphone, as you can see, is on the table,
Yeah.
and it's usually on a stand. Or use a microphone like this or whatever. I use whatever mics I have around.
hmm I
So
I use a headset microphone, which I'm using right now,
yes, cool.
which I think you should use as well. Any microphone that is close to you, but yeah.
Yeah. I also have a mixing board, a
Oh, a mixer.
Mackie Pro FX12. I had to get the camera
Looks complicated to me.
you had so you could see it. Yeah, it is complicated, but once you get the hang of it, you'll find out for yourself that, yeah, so hopefully it will work out well for you. But I got a Pro FX 8 mixer from Mackie, and I got two speakers so I can hear the show.
Hmm. But
And camera so I can video if there's any video coming out, and I use OBS,
same with me.
which is a video switcher. It's like a screenshot. It grabs a screen grabber of your picture or your video and the video of a game playing or video of video footage or whatever, or other cameras.
Mm-hmm. So what webcam are you using right now?
It's a Logitech. It's a Logitech. It's a try to get the model of it. I have no idea what Logitech it is, actually. I'm trying to find it.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. So
It's a Logitech, yes. It's actually a Logitech. Uh, it's a Logitech. I'm trying to find out which one it is, but it doesn't say. No, it's a. Oh wait, here we go. It doesn't say. It's a Logitech. It's a Logitech 1080 pixel HD camera.
mhm, that's cool. So what people are you planning to interview next?
Tom Kennedy, we hope to get. I want to get Tom Kennedy in the worst way. Maybe Bob Barker, Roger Dobkowitz.
I don't know how I could get contact with Bob Barker, but
Yeah, for Roger Dobkowitz would be the best way, I would say.
mm,
Maybe another one with Wink, Randy West, Burton Richardson,
me.
Steve
Oh,
Goss. And I'm trying to get like it's hard to come up with guests in this day and age.
hmm.
It's really
Well,
hard to come up with
you know,
guests.
well, probably you are going to redo the interview that you did with Alex Paris.
Yes, I am. Alex Paris. That's exactly who I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I do YouTubers too, so interesting people. So Alex Paris is one guest that I'm gonna have on again, and he's more than welcome to come on. Lennon Vigara, he's another one I want to have on. Oh, and Remix Plum is my co-host.
Oh, he is.
He's a frequent guest. Yeah, Luke Jeffers too, and then you have
Luke Shep
Nagel.
Luke Jeffers is a co-host too.
Yes, sometimes.
Oh,
For Remix Plum is more of a co-host than Luke, but I talk to Luke often, and he does the show sometimes.
mm-hmm.
And how I got in touch with Remix was 4 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago, he invited me to be on a game show. He saw my YouTube, and he invited me. He saw me on YouTube, and he invited me to be on a game show. So take your pick live. So I
Yep.
gladly said I want to be on it. It's a cool idea he had, and we were friends, best buddies ever since.
Yep. I know him. And do you have any game show series coming to your channel? Like,
To my channel, well, along with
yeah.
is I got actually video game challenge. I got Beat the House, another one called Beat the House, and I got another one. I have another one called Arcader, and there's a couple more coming. Yes,
What was the game show that you upload of the intro?
video game challenge that was.
Oh, and
It's very similar to Arcader, but
that's
Arcader has some other surprises that video game challenge might not.
that's the one that you're planning to have Alex make a fast control
Yes,
on. Oh, right now he's going through a tough time right now, but we don't need
I
to.
know.
Yeah,
I understand. So hopefully things will work out later on.
yeah, Alex, if you're watching this, hope you get better.
Alex is watching, I believe, and he's always very interested in my ideas. I might be moving out of New Jersey soon, where I've been living at. I've been living in both New York and New Jersey,
Hmm.
but I'm gonna be living all in New York, hopefully soon. Got an offer to move somewhere.
Hmm. Cool. So, and also I'm going to be a guest on his show soon.
Who, Alex
Not me.
Perez?
Not me.
Oh, you. You're gonna be on a guest on Alex Perez, right?
No, I meant on your show.
Oh, cool. You are. Yeah, you are. You're gonna be a guest on my show one of these days on Twitch, which will
Yeah.
be rebroadcast to YouTube and my website.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of time. I'm a little slow on editing videos. I'm getting back into editing videos ever since.
What video editor do you use?
I use Adobe Premiere Elements 13.
Hmm. So if people want to be a guest on your show, how can they get in contact with
Well, find me on best way to get in contact with me is email me at ckennedy GAMES at gmail.com. That's ckennedy.games at gmail.com. That's my current email. That's where they can get in contact with me, or they can find me on Facebook. But don't try to look for me because it's hard. I'm very set. I have my profile on private right now because I don't want it. Because there's a lot of. I'm going through the same exact thing that Alex is going through. It's Paris. People want to start stuff, and I just don't want to hear it anymore. So we're trying to keep a good, clean channel on there.
yeah,
Retro Media Vision, zero politics. We're against politics.
same.
We don't care any. We don't give a damn about anybody of that stuff. Like Remix says, we're trying to get rid of the news. It's so sad. We don't want. And when we hear sad stuff, we get in a bad mood, and it just brings us down to a point where I don't know.
Yeah. So once again, your schedule is every day. What on random times, right?
Yes, on random times, but I will let you know through when the website gets built. I'll let you know about it through there or the Facebook page
Oh,
or Twitch.
you have a website, right?
Yes, the website is supposed to be at retromediavision.com.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's in the process of being rebuilt.
What website maker are you using? Are you using the Wix?
I'm going to be using WordPress instead.
Oh, okay.
I plan on that.
Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be random. It's gonna be every day random times. What time do you expect to go live tonight?
If possible, probably around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock tonight.
Eastern.
If I get a chance, yes. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern.
Yep. Might be available to watch it. And la-
Yeah.
last time we tried to stream, we had that test card.
Yes, we had the blank screen with the colored rectangles. The
I believe.
test monitor, the test graphic, as like to call it.
Yeah.
And I was speaking through the test graphic with my talking, me speaking as it was displayed, doing a test. And I was playing video games some of the time too to test out what excitement I could probably bring out. I'm sorry about the background noise, but my windows are open. I
Mm-hmm.
will close them soon, but I live in my studios are in my house right now, which is hot as hell. because they're working on the heating.
Yeah. It's October, so
Yeah, they're working on the heating right now. So hopefully, if I move to wherever I move to in New York or wherever else, so it'll get better. I'll be in a better environment where I can record from.
yeah. So let me see, try to think of that question. So do you have anything you wanna talk about?
I'm trying to think about it. Trying to think about stuff.
Like how did you get started when I don't
It's
know.
show, like how we get started with the show. Yeah. Well, everything is like off the cuff. Everything is off the cuff. It's like whatever happens, happens. It's ad libbed. It's all ad libbed. But if I have something important to say, I'll write it down in my notes on the iPhone or on the computer or even on index cards or sheets of paper or on like loose leaf pads. I'll just write them down, jot
Mhm.
down whatever I have to say.
Yep.
So I have a list, a bullet point of where what I want to go for, especially if I'm doing shows with Tom Kennedy and Wink Martindale. I adopted a new policy for those things. Originally, I made questions for those. However, I'll still continue to write questions for those for them, but I want to talk about what they want to talk about. You know, it's their show really, and it'll be about what they want to talk about.
Yeah. Big fair.
Yeah, it's more like a conversation between.
Like a talk show.
Yes, it's a conversation, game show, talk, late nighttime show, those talk shows. Yes, it's more of like a conversation between Wink Martindale and me, or Tom Kennedy and me, Mark Summers and myself, Alex Paris, Connor Mayrose, Rodney Flippin, you name it.
Yeah. Um so you so what is is there other future plans for your retro media vision like in 2020?
2020. I can tell you some for 2000 for later this year season, and we got some going on for 2020 and beyond because it's a new decade.
Yes.
We want to get rid of some of the old stuff we've been dealing with for this decade and the past decade, and we want to put a new spin on things. We want to make things more take what's in 2003, right, and make it better.
Mhm.
So we got some new game show ideas coming soon. Some video game tournaments.
Mhm.
Got some arcade tournaments coming your way. We got more podcasts, hopefully.
Yep.
I should be doing this. I should be getting paid for doing podcasts. Actually, I love to do it so much. I'm like
Yeah.
Remix. I'm like Remix. You know, he says he's a podcaster and he loves doing podcasting.
Yeah.
I love to do podcasting too. So 2020, hopefully you'll see a lot more programming than you have before. It's hard for me to tell which, but hopefully Beat the House will come out in 2020. And you might see Super Pay cards in 2020 too,
Yeah.
as well.
Mhm. So I want to thank everybody for watching this interview video, and I want to thank Chris for being here.
Thank you so much, David. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, man. I want to thank everybody for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye, everybody.
Take care, everybody. Take care.